Hey guys, wanted to go ahead and talk about some EDC gear that is that you may not know about. Some of this is very new, some of this is very old. All right, so the first I want to talk about is slice knives, and specifically this particular model. This is extremely useful for cutting up boxes and things like that. And make the distinction, don't get this one, because when you look at slice, you're going to see this green one. This one is not good because the blade is too weak on this one and too little. But this is actually very useful. I pretty much use this on all my boxes all the time. Nobody really talks about this. I think this is a great EDC item. Nobody really knows about it. The second thing I want to talk about here is this is a new knife that has actually come out here by Kershaw. I typically in the past have never bought any of their knives because I always feel like their knives just don't look very good. This is the first knife where I'm like, dude, that looks sick. Like actually in terms of design, now keep in mind, I'm not like other people who have knives because they actually use them. I'm different. I just care about how it looks. And I just think this knife looks freaking sick. It's the first Kershaw knife where even the typography, like it's so little and so subtle. They got a different designer for this. And this is so good. In my opinion, this is the best Kershaw knife that they have, and the best looking. The third thing I want to mention is, so this is a old model, and it's funny because, like I don't know if people know about it, but it's just really, I just think it's really cool. But what's cool about it is that it's small like this, but also it actually will extend out to a proper size sort of plier. And I don't understand why Leatherman doesn't make stuff like this, but this is just like really freaking handy. And next thing I want to talk about. This is actually a very old piece of gear, and I bought this yesterday, and I am really impressed with it. This is the Smallrig, and what it's used for is primarily for camera work. And what I like about it is my use case for this is different from everybody else who's buying this. I like this because of the Allen wrenches or the Allen keys that they give you, because these are the most common ones that I run into every time, and there are like Allen wrenches you can buy and they take up a lot of space, or they have things like this, but it's like bigger and it's like so much. But this is more of a minimalist sort of approach where they only give you, where I feel like these are the ones I use the most. And then on top of that, they also give you a screwdriver. And I just feel like in this sort of compact sort of like size, this is awesome. This is only $20. I don't think anybody really knows about it except camera people. But this could be a great EDC sort of thing. It's where the next thing I want to talk about, this is the Tie Accessories titanium tape. I don't think most people talk about this, but it's just super handy and useful. It's just a measuring tape, but it's just unique and useful. The other thing I want to talk about, these are Niteize notebooks. Yes, it's just a notebook, but let me explain to you why I think this is useful as an EDC bit of gear. A lot of people like to use field notes. The problem is that field notes don't really fit like a lot of popular sort of EDC kits. It's very it's much bigger than, let's say, the Alpaca hub pouch, much bigger than the Mighty pouch. Well, if you want something that is actually better paper, I'm not even shitting you, like better paper than this, because this is actually better paper, and smaller and compact and fits right into the Mighty Pouch Plus, fits right into the Alpaca hub pouch, is like everything you need for like a notebook. Check this out, and I'll go ahead and put that in the description. It's a Japanese notebook. This is a Niteize locking knife. That is like this small. I have always had Niteize things, and I never even knew that they made a locking knife. So you might want to check it out. I just think this could easily fit into an EDC kit. Really great for opening boxes and pretty useful. Next thing I want to talk about, this is the Fenix EO3R version 2.0. Not a lot of people talk about this flashlight. I actually really like the look of it and how compact it is. There's only one thing I don't like about this flashlight, and it's that when it's in your pocket, it sometimes just kind of like goes off by itself. Or when it's in a kit, it kind of goes off by itself. And they have a sort of lock position for that. But in general, like I just find that that's the only thing I don't like about it. But aside from that, I actually do find myself always turning to this. The last bit of kit I want to talk about recently came out. This is the Olight Oclip. Basically, this is a flashlight, but what's cool about this flashlight is that it actually can clip onto things. So you can clip it onto your hat, you can clip it onto your shirt, you can clip it onto things, which makes both of your hands free. So that's actually kind of a useful thing. The buttons configuration is a little bit finicky for me, but aside from that, I can see how people could find a lot of use out of this. So yeah, that's pretty much some gear you may not have known about, and we'll go from there.